Ooh, oh God Almighty, hold me back. Hello everybody, welcome to Isaiah the Yonko, and hey, this is gonna be a rant video on the both on the YouTube and the TikTok. What you think about that? I never thought I was gonna expose myself like this, but I guess I have to for the sake of this video. I, Isaiah the Yonko, have a Wattpad. I know. Look, you could hang me later, but right now we have to talk about something important. We have to talk about how people will just say anything's AI nowadays. Holy fucking shit. All right. For the context of this video, we're gonna have to talk about something a little ludicrous. Look, I have a fan fiction, okay? Look, I know. Lynch me when this video's over. However, all right, listen, okay? I'm 15 chapters into it, all right? I have 2 hours and 30 minutes of reading time that I've wrote, and not a single minute was ever assisted or even wrote by AI. But this fucking XQC McGee over here wants to say that a single chapter is written by AI. And look, I wouldn't be this upset if it weren't for the response he gave me when I asked him, hey, what about this chapter screams, oh, an AI wrote this? The response he gave me was so fucking brain dead. It's just like all things happen in an instant. No drama, no detailing. That's why, oh yeah, an AI wrote this. Oh God, just hold me back, holy shit. So let me get this straight, because I'm not good at descriptive writing and pacing, that means my writing's AI? That makes no fucking sense. And you know what? I wouldn't even be this mad if this was the only comment he let on my channel, or not my channel, on my Wattpad fanfiction. Alright, if this was the only one, I wouldn't be this upset. But it wasn't. So for the next part of this video, I'm going to have to give you more context, because I said this was a fan fiction, right? But what was it a fan fiction of? Let me introduce to you a story that a lot of people, Reddit people, it's Redditors. It's a lot of Redditors that don't like it. Meet Kokujin no Tenkose. I cannot pronounce that correctly. A lot of Redditors, and I mean a lot of Redditors, hate this doujin. All right, you might be wondering, what's a doujin? It's gooner material for manga readers. So even in gooning, they are pretentious little assholes. And it's an NTR manga. What's NTR? Cucking. That is like the best way I can describe it. Now, a lot of people hate this story, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna recommend it to you. I'm not even gonna okay, the basic story summary is this one kid fights this black guy, and so when the black guy wins, he decides to fuck all of his friends and family. That is the best way I can describe this really quickly. Now look, I really do not give a shit about this story, all right? I think it's like, you know, I like the art though. The art is fucking amazing, but I really could care less. You might be wondering, Isaiah, if you could care less, then why did you make a fanfiction of it? Well, you see, people eat this shit up. You have no idea how many views you can get by just simply calling the story Haruki Mori, which is the main character's name. People gobble this shit up. They slurp it. They yearn for it. However, I get hate, quote unquote hate, right? Because I don't make the main character this nigger slaying fucking ladies man like a lot of other people who write fanfiction. That my theory is either a lot of loser adults are fucking pretentious about this shit, like a lot of loser adults are get really emotional over this story, or it's a bunch of teenagers. Like, if you want to know how annoying people got over this story, there is a Reddit called a subreddit called anti-NTR, and they have an official rule to limit talking about this series to a specific day in a few hours of the week, because people got that annoying about it. It's kind of funny. It's a racist doujin that hasn't been updated in about a year now, mind you, and people are still this fucking emotional about it. It's honestly kind of funny. There's only one fan fiction of this that I actually would recommend people read, even if they haven't read the original doujin, which you don't have to. But because first off, this guy's art is amazing. Just look at the title, the fucking the cover. It's good art. It's good art. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I really don't care. They are good at writing. All right, they are really good at writing. That's the only time I'll ever recommend a fucking fanfic to anyone. It's read this. It's really good. Now, how does this loop back to me? Well, this guy went into one of my chapters and complained about me setting up a future arc and character arc for multiple characters because the main character didn't beat the black guy up. I'm not even joking. Because my main blonde hair, blue-eyed character didn't beat up the nigger, you know, obviously that means my story's bad, clearly. I don't think he means it on a racist way, but I even go out of my way to make sure that my main character has a black best friend to show that black people aren't that bad. It feels like it's a race thing sometimes, honestly. But I'm not trying to say that this person's racist. They're probably not. Probably not. I don't know. I can't tell. So I don't know AI's stance on saying slurs, but like the chapter that he accused being AI, I wrote nigga like multiple times in that chapter by a black guy. It wasn't a white guy, not yet at least. But I said nigga like multiple times in that chapter, so I don't think an AI would do that. I don't know. Moral of the story is being bad at writing does not exist, because if you're bad at writing, that just means you wrote with AI or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I will link it in the description if you ever want to read it. I am planning on writing like original stories one day. Actually, speaking of the power system that I have for that fan fiction, I might have to reuse it because I made a power system up and it's so, I'll pat myself on the back. I actually like the power system I made up for it. It's such a soft power system though. I might, if I ever do like an original story, I'll make it more of a hard power system, but I'm actually pretty proud of myself for it. But yeah, you know, I'll link it down in the description if you ever want to read it. And if you're on TikTok, just go to my YouTube channel, you motherfuckers, and watch these long form videos. Yeah. Anyway, bye bye.
Now I'm shaking, drinking all this coffee. These last few weeks have been exhausting. I'm lost in my imagination, and there's one thing